Portland International Raceway, the Sports Car Club of America, will have a race, and there will be someone behind the wheel who knows that track very well. Joe Becker has our story.
Cindi Lux grew up in a racing family in Yakima, Washington. But she didn't take the big step into the sport herself until she graduated from college in the late 80s.
I moved to California, went to work down there, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to try this thing. About 2 weeks later, I went out and bought a race car. I went out and maxed out like 10 credit cards, had no idea. I lived in an apartment in Los Angeles, had no place to put the race car. I had no tools, no crew, nothing. It was the stupidest move in my entire life. I look back on it now and I just cringe.
But she did it, and she did it well, learning and winning along the way. Now close to 100 victories later, she's leading the Touring 1 class in a Viper.
And watch Cindi Lux.
When you're inside the race car, you're so focused at the task at hand that you're just very relaxed, very, very kind of in the moment. And so there's no anxiety, there's no fear, there's nothing. It's just trying to figure out the best way to get the most out of this car.
And Cindi has plenty of help from her husband, Fred Lux. They moved to Oregon 14 years ago and are part of a team that travels the country, sharing life and a love of racing.
He's kind of the person that puts everything together. He oversees everything. He builds the race cars from scratch. He not only builds them, but he maintains them, and he was always engineering the cars.
It's a lot like working with any other driver. There's not much difference. We kind of separate track and home a little bit, communicate differently here than we do when we're at home.
I got to tell you, I'm so lucky to have the family and everything, teammate and everything behind us, this organization, and I'm very, very blessed.
Joe Becker, KGW Northwest News.